Hi, Unacademy told its employees they have exactly 1 month to convert their ESOPs or just lose them. No flexibility, no negotiation, just 1 month to arrange some real money. And suddenly, ESOPs stopped looking lucrative and people started looking at it like it's a financial nightmare with a deadline. So let's talk about ESOPs today, slowly, nicely, and gently, so that you're well aware about what you're getting yourself into when you sign an appointment letter. My name is Vineeth. I love money, but I have very little of it. So subscribe to this channel and let's make money together. In Indian corporate life, salary is clear, bonus is confusing, and ESOPs is a mystery box with a lot of legal fine print. Most people accept ESOPs the same way they accept HR policies or the terms and conditions when you download a new app, which means they're not read properly. Everyone just hopes. But Unacademy showed one truth. Hope is not a financial plan. So let's define ESOPs properly. ESOPs are not shares. They're not salary. They are an option with a lot of terms and conditions. And if things go really well, they can create a lot of wealth for individuals. And that if is not decorative, that is the entire risk. ESOPs follow a repeatable process. Grant, cliff, vesting, exercise and liquidity. Miss one step and the entire dream is gone for a toss. Number one is grant. Grant is when the company says you're allotted 10,000 ESOPs. This is where your imagination peaks. You think about IPO dreams, Forbes 25 under 25, retire by 30 with full confidence. But the reality check, grant gives you zero ownership, zero control and zero cash. It is a promise and not a payoff. Grant is like a corporate engagement where the announcement is very nice, but the wedding is yet to happen. Number two is cliff. A cliff usually means you need to stay at the company for at least 1 year before even the ESOPs are granted to you. Example, you join a startup, you're granted ESOPs, but you leave within 11 months. No cash, no options, no shares, nothing. Why does cliff exists? That is because companies reward retention and not intention. Cliff is not unfair, but it is very strategic, both for the company as well as your career. After cliff begins vesting. Vesting means you earn these ESOPs or these options over a period of time. A typical structure in ESOPs looks like a 1 year of cliff and 4 years of vesting period. As in, you need to spend 1 year to be eligible to be granted ESOPs, and after that is when your vesting starts. Example, you're granted 10,000 ESOPs. In the first year, you're granted 25% of those ESOPs. In the second year, another 25% of those ESOPs, that is total 50% of those ESOPs, and by the end of fourth year, all of your 10,000 worth of ESOPs is granted completely to you over a span of 4 years. Here's the mindset shift most people miss. You don't receive ESOPs, you earn them by staying over a long period of time. Now listen to this part carefully. Let's say you complete 3 years at a company. In the fourth year during your appraisals, you're allotted a fresh batch of ESOPs. Once these new ESOPs are allotted, they go through a fresh cycle. From scratch. New grant, new cliff, new vesting, new exercise and new liquidity. ESOPs are not a one-time reward. They are a cycle. Now comes the most misunderstood part. Number 4, exercise. Exercise is where confusion becomes expensive. You need to pay real money to convert your ESOPs into shares. Yes, real money. Out of your own pocket, your own bank. For example, if the exercise price is 10 rupees and you hold 10,000 ESOPs, you need to pay 1 lakh rupees to convert them into shares. This is when people say, nobody told me this earlier. Exercise is that stage of ESOPs where it stops being theoretical and it actually starts affecting your cash flow. This is a one-time exercise to actually realize your ESOPs. Now let's talk about liquidity, the only thing that actually matters. Liquidity answers one simple question. Can I convert these ESOPs into cash? Of course you can. But liquidity happens only in few circumstances. One is IPOs. Second is if the company gets acquired. Third is if the company announces a buyback. Until then, your unicorns and decacorns can just be imaginary. Paper wealth will definitely not pay your rent. And liquidity is the final exams for your ESOPs. This is why the Unacademy case actually matters. They told their employees to exercise their ESOPs within 1 month or else it will just lapse. Why did this shake people? Because exercise requires a lot of cash. And usually when financial decisions are made under a lot of pressure, they end up being a bad decision. People accept ESOPs without understanding it, without understanding the timing of it. But does that mean ESOPs is completely trash? No, it's not. ESOPs is actually very good. There are ample number of examples. There is Swiggy, Zomato, Flipkart, and there are many more international companies like Tesla. They have created massive amounts of wealth just because they were loyal and stayed at the company for a very long time. And they were, of course, in some way or the other responsible for the growth of the company. So if you help grow the company, your assets will also grow, your ESOPs will also grow, and eventually you can cash in on it. So one thing is clear, these are not overnight wins. These are long, patient, boring journeys wherein even if you have a very bad manager, you just have to stick around if your work is good. Salaries helped people survive, but ESOPs is where they actually prospered in life. But here's one thing that you need to be careful of. ESOPs is not guaranteed wealth. It's one of the doors where you can create ample amount of wealth. It's like a business deal that is spread over a period of time. So you need to understand the process. Grant, cliff, vesting, exercise, and liquidity. You miss one step and you lose everything. So I hope this video has helped you gain some knowledge on ESOPs. So comment below how much ESOPs you have and when will you become a millionaire. Until then, keep watching my videos. Tell me on which topics you want more videos on. Don't forget to like and share this video with your friends. My name is Vineeth. I love money, but I have very little of it. So subscribe to this channel and let's make money together.